Hey, how you doing, guys? So I'm back at Nadia's. It's Sunday. I'm gonna have a nice Sunday roast. Today I'm just going with pork, gammon and chicken. Not getting the beef today. I'm just not in the mood for it. While we have our roast, just gonna have a little chat about how Pattaya is picking up at the minute. I mean, a lot of people are messaging me, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, like, hey, Maddie, is it picking up yet? We've heard you've had the worst year in Pattaya, etc. So no, I wouldn't say it's been the worst year. I would say, oh my God, Thailand, noisy motorcycles. I would say it's been about 2 months or so. Beginning of the year, up until last 2 months back, we were doing fairly well. I don't know about the rest of the guys in town, but I could say, honestly, we were doing well at the Go-Go place. So, yeah. I'm just going to order my food and I'll be back right with you. We'll have a chat. See you soon. So, yeah, guys, well, a lot of people are saying that Thailand's been dead this year. It's the death of Pattaya, etc. No, it's not true. It's probably been 2 or 3 months of a struggle out here. I think there's a lot of factors that play into that. Some people might not agree, but I think what went on with a lot of security groups, only in one particular place really, it was mostly, we had a few actually, we had a couple of incidents in Walking Street as well, but most of it was in Soi 6, the infamous Soi 6, yeah. I had quite a few incidents with like security going to town on people. There's 2 really bad incidents, and then the third one, actually a very close friend of mine from Brazil was involved. I've got the video of that, but I'm not allowed to post it anywhere. It's because the way stuff is here. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Like, I put it down to drunk people as well, to be honest. It is somewhat tourist faults. This is not the UK or the US or anywhere where you can go around drunk and just what were these guys doing? They insulted a bit of the Thai culture. Some of them were shouting fuck Muay Thai and doing like hand gestures towards security, being idiots really, calling people out for a fight. But to me it looked like in a very drunken, joking way, and they probably would have just gone on their way, but security took their shirts off and beat the hell out of them, etc. That ended up all over the news. Then there was an incident before that where the guy got really kicked in the head really badly. I actually know that security guard involved. I know all of them. Why they didn't stop when those guys were on the floor, I don't know. They're young guys, young, full of testosterone. One of them's actually a Thai boxer, so he's probably in the fighting mood, you know. Everyone's drinking. A lot of factors that could play into why that happened, but I think a lot of that is where the negativity started. I saw a drop. I remember I was in Soi 6 at that time, and I saw both of those incidents. I was actually outside the bar that I used to own down there at the time, and I saw both of those firsthand. And yeah, I saw a massive drop in and a change in people after those 2 incidents. A change in the way the security were. They started becoming a lot more aggressive after that. I don't know why, because some of them really nice guys, I've known them for years, and they just changed like that. I saw very much anti-foreigner rhetoric coming out around town. A lot of people won't agree with this as well, you know. You'll get these other guys who live in Pattaya like I do for a long time, and they're gonna have their bloody opinions or whatever, but they're not even around the nightlife like I am. I think, yeah, it's become a very anti-foreign thing going on around town. I saw this German guy beat up on Beach Road for literally nothing. Then there was the, I don't know what happened with the incident in Walking Street. There was like 2 African girls, possibly ladies of the night, I don't know. I don't know why they were in Pattaya, what they were doing at the time, but I saw a guy dressed in like a security uniform pull a knife on them and then claim to be a policeman when some Thai ladies tried to get involved and stop the incident. From what I heard from the girl who actually filmed that original video, it ended up all over Facebook. The lady told me that the guy claimed to be an off-duty policeman, which he was not. He was wearing somewhat a security uniform, but maybe even a fake security uniform, because the security around where this happened didn't even seem to be interacting with this guy at all, which is strange. Normally they would try to stop him, or they would get involved if it was that there was a reason for them to get involved, and that was their Thai friend, you know. That's what goes on. But no one in the vicinity of that incident seemed to want to get involved with that guy or what was going on. Yeah, basically he pulled a knife on these two girls, he kicked them in the head, he kicked a Thai girl, he punched another Thai girl. I don't know what was going on, but all of this has ended up all over international news as well. And I just think people are scared. I think people are scared to come to Pattaya after all these incidents. Personally, I've got friends back in the UK, I've got South African friends, I've got American friends, I've got friends from all over the world who've been messaging me and saying like, hey, we're calling it a day this year, like with all this going on, the way people are being treated, etc. You know, how can they fix that in Pattaya? I don't know. I saw a few of those security guys. I'm not going to mention who they were for, whatever, but they were arrested and they were charged, etc. Apparently, this was all in newspapers here. They ended up working in another part of town, like just a few months later, maybe a month later. They're not supposed to work in security again for a certain amount of time. I think it was a few years or whatever was put on them. But yeah, they were working not long after that back in this in a different part of town. So this is how stuff goes here, guys. Like, is that going to fix the problem after what happened? I don't know. But yeah, maybe this is a part of why town's been really quiet. I think stuff is starting to pick up now. The last 2 weeks I've seen a big influx of tourists into town, in our area anyway, where we are. And yeah, it seems to be coming back to normal. Maybe people have calmed down a bit about the situation. But again, today there was another incident in the news about a guy being extorted, etc. by another foreign guy. It's always bad news out here, guys, every time I look at Pattaya news. And when I first came here, I was like, I love it being here, like I never watch the news. Sorry guys, I just cut the video there quickly because my food just showed up. My nice roast, good old Sunday roast, ready to tuck into that, man. Absolutely lush. Beautiful. So while I tuck into this, I'll carry on talking. So yeah guys, I don't know how we're going to sort the situation out. Like, I guess everyone kind of has an idea how stuff works out here. Even people who have not been here. I mean, there's the internet for it. You can find everything on the internet. You know, some people get a bit of money, put in their back pocket here, back pocket there. You know, how can you stop these problems? And again, a lot of people come live in places like this because you can kind of bend rules, etc., and can get away with a certain amount of stuff here. That's really good, guys. That's delicious. So yeah, well, how would we stop the kind of attacks like that have happened with the security and stuff? Like, do we vet all the tourists coming in and make sure they're not like football hooligans from back home or something like that? Do we blame the tourists? Do they re-educate the security, retrain them, re-educate them on how to treat tourists, how to deal with situations? I mean, I've had to deal with situations with people attacking me in bars over here, and it's been a straight up got hold of them, throw them out, you know, no punches thrown, but had to physically get hold of them. Sometimes a colleague would help me and we just eject them from the place. No punches, no kicks thrown, you know, just tell them to get on their way nicely. Listen, end your night, you're a bit drunk. But we taught that, you know. I worked in security back home for a while. We taught to de-escalate in a certain way and how to deal with it. But out here it seems to be like throw a punch, a knee and a kick and an elbow first, talk later. Yeah, you know, here it's like elbow, knee, get arrested, go say sorry in the police station, etc. Over with. Sometimes pay a bit of money. I mean, this is probably the shit that people are getting pissed with, because no, if you seriously hurt out here and you're not in the wrong, and just because you are, let's say, a foreigner or whatever, they kind of feel like if you weren't here it wouldn't have happened mentality, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you wouldn't want to come back here again, would you? You wouldn't want to come back here on holiday. Go somewhere else, go somewhere safer, go somewhere where they appreciate you more. But for me, I love it here. I just think you have to deal with stuff a bit differently here. If you're coming out on holiday, don't drink to the point where you don't know what you're doing. Because if you end up in a situation with like Thai security or something, it's always going to turn bad for you. And like I said, it'll be you who ends up paying the money and stuff when it comes to the police station situation. Trust me, you'll be reaching in your pocket, you'll be doing all apologizing as well. As I told you before, they probably won't even lose their job if they're in the wrong or not. So So yeah, guys, in my opinion, that's where this has stemmed from this year. Last year, especially over Songkran, a lot of bad stuff happened in Pattaya. A lot of attacks, a lot of fights that got out of hand. A lot of tourists are hurt out here, you know. Some of them on their first holidays. So, like I said, we can't really take sides, because we blame the guys for just getting drunk in a place that's supplying almost 24-hour alcohol, or do we blame the security for being undertrained, etc.? I don't know. Anyway guys, I'm going to tuck into this quickly, and I'll be back with you soon. We'll have a chat again. Back guys. Oh, trying to get through this. This food's so much. It's the biggest roast I've ever had. So yeah guys, it's like I'm saying, that's just my opinion on why stuff started getting quiet around Soi 6 specifically, and then probably the rest of Pattaya. As we've seen this year, it's been a very big struggle for all the businesses here. Don't take my word for it though. You tell me what you think's the reason why stuff's declined, why people are scared to come here at the minute. I've been coming here for years. No one's ever been scared coming here the last 15 years. Like, why all of a sudden people saying that they're worried about coming here, you're worried about being attacked, etc., you know? Oh, this pork's always good, guys. Yeah, just for reference, like a lot of you guys are going to be watching this who probably live in Pattaya, probably know me. You're probably like, oh, we saw those incidents in the news, but it's not a big problem, etc. All you guys who know me in this town know David O'Connell, a very popular holiday maker out here. He's well known by a lot of people, lovely guy. People in Paradise know him, people in Soi 6 know him. Everyone more or less knows David O'Connell. He's got his own group out here, like the David Watch, because they keep an eye on him wherever he goes. He's so popular out here. Speak to David O'Connell if you know him. Ask him about the night I saved his life. And you might think that's a exaggeration, but he got attacked by the same security firm, or not firm, let's just say the same couple of security officers who had caused some previous issues in Soi 6. He was knocked down on the ground, and they went in for a knee or a kick, from what I could remember. I was a little bit drunk, but I jumped in between them, shouted at them, because I knew the young lads. I knew these security officers, and like said, please don't, no more, don't go any further with it, I'll sort him out. They still tried to get to him, but I pushed them back a few times, and luckily, because they recognized me as a friend. I mean, these are guys like, don't necessarily agree with everything, but I am friends with them. I drink with them sometimes around town, but I'm not them. We deal with stuff differently. Luckily on this occasion they listened to me. I managed to get David out of the way, got him off on a taxi at night, and yeah, he remembered it, by the way. He was absolutely plastered, but the next day he came in, he's like, I owe you one, like, I saw some CCTV, I think he saw CCTV from the bar which he was outside of, and yeah, that one kick to the head could have been the end for him if I didn't step in there. But the thing is, you got to know out here, like, David had better friends there that night, on the soy and in the bar where this happened. No one stepped out to get in the middle of the Thai guys to stop it, you know? This is what you got to remember when you're on holiday out here. You make friends with managers and owners, etc. Like, you can't trust them guys. I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this from guys, but you gotta tell it how it is. People out here know I'm a real one. I tell the truth, always. I'm not the one who goes around spreading stupid little stories about people behind their back. Like a lot of these these people out here act like 5-year-olds, but they're grown men, you know? Yeah, these guys ain't gonna help you, man. They're gonna jump in between a few Thai guys who are Thai boxers. I grew up in Thai boxing. I done Thai boxing for like 20 odd years, so I can handle my own. I don't look it, but I can. I can handle my own shit. So I don't mind taking a few blows to save someone, you know? When a guy's down, he gets kicked in the head, a lot of the time, very bad concussion, you can die. It's a serious thing. Never kick someone in the head when they're on the ground. But yeah, you don't believe me? Speak to David O'Connell, if you know him. He'll tell you what happened. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Like, nice chat today. I just wanted to talk about something different instead of just food. Give me your opinions on what you think is the reason for Pattaya kind of going downhill for a while. Like I said, I think it's picking back up at the moment, but there is still a lot of people sending messages over, like asking me about incidents that happened last year and have happened this year. Bad incidents. They're scared of getting hurt out here. They're scared about their safety out here, and that's not good. We need to just educate them a bit more. Our friends, our family, whoever's coming out here, customers of bars that you know, just educate them on how to behave out here when they're drunk. If they're too drunk in your establishment, try and get them on a taxi and get them home safely. Don't just think about taking every penny out of them, right? And then letting them get their heads kicked in your bar, turning a blind eye. You know, that's not the right. You don't get people coming back for that. Well, you do. Some people are very silly, you know. I know quite a few people out here. But yeah, don't let that happen to people out here, man. If you're a real one, you're a real guy, you really care about your friends, your customers, etc. People visiting the kingdom, educate them, try and keep them out of trouble, and when they're too drunk, send them home. Anyway guys, I'm gonna head out from here at Nadia's. Nice chat today. Please, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, hit the comments. Let me know what you think's gone wrong the last year or so. Did you see those articles abroad? Did you see the fights, the security stuff, etc.? Because I saw it was all over the Daily Mail and everywhere in the UK. It was in the US papers. Yeah. If you know anything any more about it, and if you've got an opinion what you think has sent stuff down here for a while, put it in the comments. Anyway guys, see you soon. Have a nice evening. I'm gonna finish off my Sunday roast. I'm still not finished. Like I said, it's huge. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.